going through massive transformation and it's speeding up. This book will cover several factors creating a tsunami of change in every industry. You'll have the chance to surf that wave, have an impact, change lives, and shape the future if you have a business that's positioned correctly. Conversely, I believe that if you fail to create 24 assets covered in this book, you will run a serious risk of being dumped by the wave and swept out to sea. Another business that fails due to disruption. If you follow the plan in this book and do the work to develop your ecosystem of assets, you'll be able to build either a lifestyle or a performance business. In the decades ahead, a boutique lifestyle business will give you the opportunity to travel, build a community, make a difference, and earn high income. A performance business will scale up, solve big and meaningful problems, generate millions in revenue, and create tens of millions or more in shareholder value. You can use the tools in this book to create whichever type of business you desire, but you must also add something special as well. Something is missing from the method. There are 24 assets to create, but there's also something vital to your business that will bring all of these assets to life. If you fail to discover this unique asset, there's a good chance that you'll have a soulless, uninteresting business that is technically correct but still doesn't work. Entrepreneurship is alchemy, and you can't create something from nothing without a little bit of magic. I can't tell you what your missing asset is. It's unique to you. As you read through the book, keep an open mind and a keen eye out for what's missing. I want you to discover it. Something hasn't happened yet. Something is due to unfold. Something's waiting to get done. Only you can spot it. When you find what I call Asset Zero, you'll know what I mean when I say be brave, have fun, and make a dent. Part 1. The Entrepreneur Journey. Chapter 1. The Journey. Sitting down with me for a coffee meeting, a guy I'd never met before began sharing with me a few snippets of information about his growing enterprise. Rather than buying into the surface story, I told him that there were probably tensions in his team, he was constantly out of cash, and he was regularly thinking about the good old days, considering whether he should go back to a smaller team. Several of his staff were fighting and others were sleeping together. He was losing great people, clients weren't happy, his business partner had mentally checked out, he was feeling isolated and not sharing the extent of his problems with anyone. Shocked, he nodded in agreement. All he had told me was his industry, current team size, and the top-line revenue number of his London-based business. With those few clues, I had verbalized several key issues with absolute accuracy. I'm not a clairvoyant. I've just talked with thousands of business owners and discovered the entrepreneur journey is more predictable than most people realize. All businesses exist on an axis of team size and revenue per person, or RPP. The same things happen over and over again as teams grow and revenue tries to keep up. When you see businesses on these two axes, they follow a predictable pattern of growth. You might be asking why I've honed in on revenue per person and not profit per person or gross profit per person. People who run private companies usually try to minimize profit, and many don't have a clear understanding of gross profit per person. In fast growth companies, it's usual for the entrepreneur and the CFO to have heated arguments about whether the company is actually profitable or losing money. In my experience, any metric that needs an accountant to decipher will not hold the interest of an entrepreneur for long. Revenue per person is a back-of-a-napkin number that works for small companies. As a business matures, it might switch over to gross profit per person, or EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization per person if it has access to this information easily in real time. You might also wonder who counts as a person. In this case, it is someone who considers the business to be their main career focus. If your graphic designer tells friends that you are merely one of their clients, then they are a supplier. But if they say they work for you, then they count as a person on the team. If someone is part-time or on a special discounted rate, e.g. a graduate or an apprentice, then they probably count as half a person. If a business has 50 people and 10 million in revenue, it's likely to be more financially successful than a company that has 100 people and 12 million in revenue. When it comes to business success, the two numbers that cut through a lot of the noise are the number of people on the team and the average revenue per person. The Entrepreneur Journey. I run a global business accelerator. From 2010 to 2015,